Dutch oven cooking for beginners with canned biscuits. Don't go nowhere. I'm putting my money where my mouth is today. I have talked about Dutch oven cooking in Branson at Silver City probably hundreds of times now for the last 4 or 5 years. I encourage you to get into Dutch oven cooking. It's super fun. And I've also encouraged you, when you start, use canned biscuits. So today we're going to go basic Dutch oven cooking with canned biscuits. Let's talk about Dutch ovens real fast. Right in front of me right now is a Lodge 12-inch oven, okay? It's a shallow oven, meaning that it's not very deep. They do make a deep oven that is about yay tall. This is a shallow oven. They have 14-inch Dutch ovens, 10-inch Dutch ovens. You can find 16-inch Dutch ovens, 8-inch Dutch ovens. 12's a good oven to start with. You don't have to get Lodge. Lodge is made in America, but you don't have to get Lodge. You can get other brands out there. Most of them are pretty good, okay? You just want a good brand because you want a good heat transfer. But let's talk about Dutch oven cooking, because I know a lot of you have Dutch ovens in your home, in your garage, in your barn, okay? When I say Dutch oven, I do mean an oven with legs, as you can see here, and a lipped lid where your coals can't come off, okay? So that's what we're talking about when I'm talking about a Dutch oven. And so this Dutch oven, guys, is just like your oven at home. Anything you cook in your oven at home, you can make it in a Dutch oven, anything. And one more last thing, if this doesn't convince you, and I share this a lot, I had a lot of kids out to the ranch. I've talked in front of kids and parents alike about Dutch oven cooking. Kids dig it. They love it. It's passing on the old ways of doing things as well. So name me a kid that does not like cooking, number one. Most of them love cooking. Boys and girls alike. They love getting in the kitchen and creating something, right? And then also make that outside. Move that outside. They really love it then, okay? They're outside. They're building a fire. They're using coals in their Dutch oven cooking. So if you have grandkids, if you have kids, get them outside and do some Dutch oven cooking. So here we go. Basics 101 Dutch oven cooking. Got to have a Dutch oven. You need a lid lifter. We got to lift this lid off. And so good lid lifter is good. You can use a pair of channel locks. You can use a claw hammer. But this is a good one because it actually pinches that lid, and you get total control of that lid. And we'll show you that here in a minute. You need a shovel for the coals, okay? This is my holy shovel. You don't have to have a shovel with holes, but it's good because we cooked with coals, not the ashes, okay? All right, so let's talk about getting this ready to cook in. We're gonna simply Pam it, right? We're gonna Pam this real good. It's cold out here. Pam ain't coming out real good, but we're gonna get it in there anyway. And then we're gonna open this can of biscuits. Because I always say in my shows, it's a great thing to start with. Canned biscuits is a great thing to start with. Now, these are jumbo biscuits. They're buttermilk even, and they're great value. And we're going to try to open it, folks. I'll try to get this open for you. Maybe it won't blow up and I won't jump like a girl here. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. So, if you can conquer biscuits in a Dutch oven, I simply say you can just about cook anything. Because biscuits are kind of sensitive. Most things are not as sensitive in the oven. There you go. Look at there. How simple that is. So we're going to cook these biscuits on coals. I've got some wood burnt down. I got coals left. That's kind of why I'm talking fast. I'm going to lose my coals if I don't use them. So we got some coals over there, just enough to do these biscuits. So let's get over to the fire pit. I got a 50-gallon drum lid that I love to cook on. You can use the ground. The ground usually is cold. It'll pull some heat off of your coals. I've also got this on a trivet. It's about a 4 or 5 inch trivet. Get it off the ground more than the 3-inch legs or 2-inch legs. And so we're gonna use that. I got some coals here left. Not much, but I think I got just enough. And we're gonna make sure we're getting coals, not ashes. We're gonna run these coals all the way around the bottom, okay? Of the oven. All right, we're gonna get not underneath the oven necessarily, but right around the edge of the oven. I've never really put coals underneath my oven. Never really needed to. Okay, there's that. A few more. And I think we're going to call that good on the bottom. Okay. So how simple that is. Notice I have coals around the bottom. I got coals around the top, okay? And that's what you want. Now you can use charcoal briquettes if you would like. I don't use them, never really have used them. I use it the old-fashioned way, hardwood, hickory, or oak, or some other good hardwood that's seasoned and burnt down for coals. You can also buy hard lump charcoal and help you out with that. If you run out of wood, you can use hard lump charcoal, burn it down a little bit, and get coals out of that. So there is that. Nothing wrong with using charcoal briquettes. I just never have used them. Okay, so you say, Justin, how do you know you're cooking the right temperature? The answer to that is I don't. I don't know for sure. It's not an exact science out here, okay? This is old school with coals. But I can tell you where I'm going to be hanging at. I'm going to be hanging at, most stuff cooks at 350. I think these biscuits are supposed to be at 350. If you put your hand, your bare hand above the top of this, about 5 inches, and count 1, 2, 3, you got to pull it because it's getting pretty warm, then you're hanging around 350, okay? You're hanging around 350. And so that's a good way to, if you do 1 second and it's super hot, you may be up there 400 or 500 degrees. If you can hang out more than 5 seconds and it's hanging there about 5 inches above that, you probably need new coals, okay? And so let's talk about biscuits. Why we're doing biscuits. Why do I say canned biscuits? Of course, I'm a homemade biscuit man. Always do homemade biscuits. But you're teaching yourself how to Dutch oven cook right here. And we're going to let this go about 5 minutes. I think we've been going about 3. We're going to do this because you can look at the bottom of biscuits. You can cheat. You can take that lid off, and you can look underneath them biscuits and see if they're done or not, okay? And I'm going to promise you right here, I don't want to promise because I may be wrong, but I'm going to say 90% of the time, the bottom of the biscuits get done before the top, okay? One other thing is, if you can do biscuits in a Dutch oven, start with biscuits, master biscuits, you can cook anything in a Dutch oven, okay? Anything your heart desires, cakes, pies, pizza, cookies, everything kids like, big old hunk of meat, big old brisket, turkey, roast of some sort. You can do anything in a Dutch oven, but if you can master biscuits, because biscuits are sensitive, right? They're a short-term cook, short time, and they're super sensitive. So I got a little bit of a breeze. If you notice, if I put my shadow there, you can see them coals on this side of the oven getting orange. This is the north, and the north wind's coming this direction. And so you got to be careful with wind when you're cooking with the Dutch oven, because wind makes coals glow, which makes them hotter. And so we're going to go ahead and rotate this oven, the whole oven, lid and all, this way to distribute that heat better. Now this side will get most of the heat, and this side won't. But normally you want to rotate your lid one way, your oven another way. But be careful on windy days, because windy days can be a where you might get something extra done, if you know what I mean. Okay, we are about 6 or 7 minutes into the cook, and we're going to check the bottom of these biscuits. I haven't done much but rotated the one time, and you saw that. And so you're going to grab a hold of this lid here without try not to get ashes in there. It happens a little bit. Okay? Now, get you a pocket knife, or I got a fork right here. And let's look at the bottom of these biscuits real fast. Oh, look at there. They're coming along, aren't they? I would say they're about ready, the bottom are. We're going to call that good on the bottom. So you say, well, Justin, how do you do that? Well, here's how you do it. Let's put our lid back on and take it off the bottom coals and set it over here on this cold ground. We're going to continue to cook on top. So there you go. We're going to rotate this around because that side's a little warmer than the other. We're going to toast them biscuits on top, get them done in the middle, and we'll be done. So stay tuned. So my coals are dying off a little bit. Got a little trick to show you. Blower. A little blower on there. Watch them coals glow. So we're just kind of getting the heat up. Toasting the top of them biscuits. A little trick of the trade. I know I may get some comments. They didn't have these blowers there in the chuck wagon days. You're right, they didn't. But I have one in 2026 and I use it. So there you go. I don't always let y'all see it. It's usually hidden in the wagon. So, but it's definitely helpful when you're in a pinch and you need some coals to finish up. Little trick. Okay, I believe we're ready. Been a total of about 12 minutes. So let's look at them. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at them biscuits. Let's take them to the wagon. Look at there. Not bad. So just to recap, bottom's pretty done. Looks pretty good. Don't get much better than that, does it? Oh yeah. Good biscuits. Good flaky inside. Man, this is fun. You don't need a big box like I have here. Most of you guys have a fire pit in your backyard. Get you next to that with some gravel, maybe a 50-gallon drum lid, and have a place where you can Dutch oven cook right next to your fire pit, okay? If you can't have fire pits in your backyard wherever you're at, then you can use charcoal briquettes. You can have charcoal and burn it down and use them as well. So this is not hard to do. It takes some practice. And listen, I've heard this too. Man, isn't cleanup real bad? No, cleanup is not real bad. These are easy to clean. I rinse it out with some hot water, a brush, a nylon brush, and it's usually good to go. If you get real gunky stuff in there, put water in it, put it on the stove or back on the fire, and let that water get really hot in there, and it will break up all your stuff. So real easy to clean, dry it out real good, lightly oil it back, and you're ready for next time. So guys, I want to try a biscuit because I always got to try something when I'm out here, even though I didn't make these. Great Value did. We're going to try it anyway. They're good. If you have a Dutch oven question, ask me in the comments of this video. I will answer you. I promise I will answer you. I may not have the right answer, but I'll sure try. I've been doing this for a long time, and I still enjoy it. And so get out there with your kids, with your grandkids. Make memories. I promise you, the memories you make doing this will be everlasting. Thanks for watching Horse Pen Ranch.